What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean. Last episode, we had an introduction to Jolyne Joestar, who is, well, Jolyne Cujo, hyphenator, parentheses, no, yeah, Joestar. She seems like a fantastic character. We didn't get much information in the way of like her stand, or at least like very fine details on what her stand is. However, we did get a lot of characterization for Jolyne, and that was the biggest thing for that episode, and I love the show for doing that. Next up on the list, I think this we may get a stand fight in this episode, simply because we ended off last episode on somebody having the piece of the arrow, and I'm gonna guess that if they have any potential for a stand, they're going to get, you know, snagged by that arrow and somehow, some way go fight Jolyne and get dirted. So we're gonna see what happens. We're just gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's gonna be in the description, or you can just comment down below. That's cool too. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be in the description for that as well. So with all that out the way, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Really, may freely walk around the facility. Why make a prison like this? Why make a prison like this? Right, there's gotta be. Yeah. Oh, okay. Who the fuck? Love the swag though. Gwess. Whoa! Alright, well, fuck you too. Jake? Oh, ugly. What the fuck, bitch? You ain't that much of a prize. Just cause your swag is dripping. Please tell me that the bird's name is Jake. Please tell me that the bird's name is Joe. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Who she buy it from? That's the question. What the fuck? Aww. Not wet pants. Ah! You ate two? Talking to Jake. Yep, Jake. Haha, not. Oh no. Okay. Ah. It's a fucking. There's a dude in there. Oh god. Banana. Oh shit. Bro, she is Spider-Man as fuck. That's so cool. What the fuck? She can manipulate the size of things. Okay. Yeah, she can manipulate the size of things, or she can shrink things. Ah! Jolyne, Jolyne. I knew somebody had to sing at some point. What the fuck? Oh. Oh god. Ew, what the fuck? Ew. Oh, I don't like her. Okay. Goo dolls. Oh no. I don't. Oh no. No. Ah! What the fuck? Okay. This. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Are you fucking growing? Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh. What the fuck? Ew. Fuck off. Oh shit. So where the fuck is Gwess? Oh. Piece of shit, all you brought us is fucking pain. Alright, so time to use our stand. Ew, 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 ew. Hello? Oh, we're materializing it. We're materializing our stand. Yeah, pussy. Stop fucking around. Yeah, stop fucking around. We ain't with none of that. Right, tell me who sold it to you for real, because that's what we really need to know. I will, dog. You talking real reckless for somebody that's in killing distance. Really? Oh, you bitch. You bitch. Bitch! Let's go! Whoa. Oh! So cool. So cool. Yeah, sit your dumb ass down. Stupid. So cool. So cool. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I like it. I like it. I love it. Great. 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 That it? Yeah, that's it. Oh man. Gotta have that rule of cool. Gotta have that rule of cool. Gotta have that rule of cool for the daughter, bro. Come on. Come on, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, we had to have that character introduction in the first episode, but god damn it, we got to the JoJo shit in the second one. We got to the JoJo shit. We got our first stand battle. Cool stand, you know, the whole like shrinking shit and all the other stuff. I thought this was gonna be like the beginning of the prison break, because I was like, okay, when you start your episode, or when you start your show in a prison, at some point there has to be a prison break. So I was like, oh shit, really, already this is what we on. But no, we chilled out for a little bit. However, we did get a wasn't much of a battle because we dirtied them pretty quickly, but we did get, you know, Stan versus Stan. And while, you know, she did get dirted very quickly and all that other stuff, it's I love that we use this this fight to kind of inject a little Joestar into Jolyne. First of all, I think that may have been Jolene's or Jolene's theme that was playing in the, you know, when she was beating the absolute shit out of Gwess, rightfully so. Fuck Gwess. Like, I don't know what the hell you thought you was on. But I absolutely love that OST that they played. That while it still had the same, it was the same as the one that we heard at the end of last episode. They added some vocals in there as well that, once again, I probably sound like an idiot making this comparison, but it sounded very Spider-Man-ish. It sounded very, you know, the Amazing Spider-Man-ish. Where it had like this cheesy choir in the background that was singing whatever. I think that was vocals, unless that was just like very well tuned instruments or some shit. But it still sounded very Spider-Man-ish, and I loved it. Hearing the order again, that's I'm back. You know, that's what I live for when I'm watching JoJo. I'm now back, and I'm in it. I feel like I'm in it. You know. Now, as far as story beats, we did get some good information in the whole thing of the person who sold Gwess the amulet, not amulet, fucking arrow, in the locket that has the arrow in it. It was Hermes. I'm just gonna call it Hermes because I'm just remembering that more. Hermes sold the locket to her, so wouldn't be out of the, you know, wouldn't be out of the range of possibility that Hermes probably has a stand now as well, if she's still alive and kicking, that is, after, you know, surviving the virus or whatever that's in the stand, or that's in the arrow. So as you know, the OP would suggest, how, you know, how, as the OP would suggest, she's going to join. She might join. I'm going to assume that she's going to join. She's going to join our, you know, our little group. And probably has a stand because of the arrows cutting her and then her becoming a stand user and shit like that. All in all, this episode was very centered around kind of just one, well, of course, life in jail for her, but also just kind of we're doing more setup for Jolyne. And I honestly, please continue. You have no idea how much I'm enjoying Jolyne's character right now. Like, Jolyne's character right now is exactly what, it's this is exactly what I wanted from the next Joestar that for us to watch. Now, we did get a manifestation of our stand, Stone Ocean, but she calls it Stone Free. I don't know if here's the weird thing about this. So, like, since we're watching on Netflix and there's no like uncensored like subtitles for it, as far as I know. How like Gwess's was like GG dolls, but it's obviously Goo dolls. And she says Stone Free, but it says Stone Ocean. However, I'm not sure if the official name, I think the official name of this part is Stone Ocean. So I'm going to guess that Stone Ocean is not I don't know, actually. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We've got our stand Stone Ocean now. It seems to be a combat type. It could actually fight, so it's obviously a combat type. However, it doesn't seem as strong as the others. This one seems to be pretty much, maybe at most, a little bit above normal, like, human strength. I may be wrong in just like not really assessing it correctly, and maybe it's just like the fight in which they were in that didn't really show off the strength or portray the strength of Stone Ocean like very fairly. But from what I've seen right now, or what I saw in that fight, the strength of Stone Ocean is not as, Stone Ocean is definitely not, probably maybe one of the weaker stands out of the Joestars when it comes to like combat ability, or combat, not even combat, when it comes to strength. Of course, Joseph didn't have a combat type, so I don't really count Joseph. But I've like Jotaro, Jesus Christ, out of Jotaro, Josuke, who else? Giorno. Their stands were way stronger than normal, stronger and faster probably, but definitely stronger than just like normal human strength or speed. Jolyne so far seems to be a little bit more subdued when it comes to strength, and that's okay. Because with the whole like string thing, there's a lot that she can do. Jesus, I don't want to be sick anymore. So with on the topic of that, we did see a lot more use for Jolyne's power. Seeing how she can, pretty much use it like Spider-Man and drag things down, drag things to her, or like, manipulate the placement of certain things. We're getting more. We're not only building more on Jolyne as a character, but it seems like we're slowly building, and as you should, slowly building on Jolyne's stand, which so far is pretty cool. And dude has fucking sunglasses. That shit's cool. I think something that I do want to talk about a little bit. Jesus fuck, I'm gonna shoot myself in the fucking face. Something I do want to talk about a little bit is in the OP, there's like CDs falling from the sky and shit. There's just CDs everywhere. And upon like watching it the first time, I was like, oh, okay. I guess like that's just a part of the aesthetic, you know, like, oh, it's old school times, you know. Back when they used CDs a little bit more, even though it's like 2011 in this, I believe. I think we kind of made we were making our voyage to not using CDs. I think we had already made our voyage to not using CDs anymore. Yeah, we definitely made our voyage to not using CDs anymore. So I thought that it was just like an aesthetic kind of thing. Where I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know, old school, whatever. But now that I know this is in like 2011, we didn't use CDs back then. You know, we didn't use CDs then for real. So I'm sitting here wondering, like, what there must be a great. It sounds so stupid. It sounds so stupid saying that, but there must be a greater meaning behind the CDs. I would assume. It just seems like they play a bigger role in like the overall message or story than just like, oh, look at their CDs falling from the sky. There has to be something there. I don't know what that thing is, but I say all this to say I'll be watching. I'll see what exactly is going on with the CDs. I'm gonna have to be paying a little bit more close of attention to anything that has to do with CDs, or like anything that looks like it, or like anybody talking about it, or something that may be metaphorical with the whole thing. Even though with my viewing of JoJo this time around, I really want to like focus more on just enjoying JoJo. As much as I love like theory crafting and stuff when it comes to JoJo and like the discussion part, of course I always love that. But like I promised myself after like binging JoJo like from part 1 to part 5 this past year, I promised myself that like watching the part 6 here, I was just gonna focus on it, just enjoying it, because I really do love this show. So I really want to just like watch this and just like really enjoy it, but still have these conversations, you know, have this discussion about the show and everything, which so far the show is pretty damn good. This part starting off right. I love that they nailed the rule of cool with Jolyne, as we started this discussion talking about, but didn't really close that discussion out. They really nailed the rule of cool with Jolyne. You know, as we would see a lot with Jolyne's ancestors. There's always like this very rule of cool moment with them where it's like they have to set the hierarchy, like, I am a Joestar, you gon' respect me, you know. kind of scene, and we had that with Jolyne, and I loved it every step of the way. Really great moment for her and her character, because now we can get a little bit of a taste on how badass she can be, and just with Jolyne's character and like getting that, you know, that feel for how badass she can be. It's building on more of her character that we got in the last episode, of like seeing all these different sides of Jolyne, being cute with her boyfriend, blah blah blah, you know, all this other shit that we saw. It's just it's great. I'm really enjoying this so far. Lastly, the ED, really like it. It's the song choice is a lot slower than I expected it to be, but I still enjoyed it. It's just a very floaty, you know, just enjoyable song to listen to, but also like having the ocean there and her talking about it, or the song talking about being a dreamer, and you know, kind of the song, the ED paints a lot of a picture, a lot. The ED paints a picture of just like freedom, and when you have a show, we have a show like Start Off in Jail. Freedom is definitely something that you want to talk about. Getting out is something that you definitely want to talk about. Um, but it's enjoyable. I like it. I like it. Um, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really fucking good. I feel like I'm not not talking as much, mostly because since I'm still getting over being sick, which I feel fine now. It's just like my voice is shot from all the sneezing and coughing. Uh, but you know, we will bounce back. But yeah, great episode. Really enjoyed this one. Loving Jolyne as a character. Right, I am. Oh, this is great. This is a great start to a character. Like before watching, you know, other Joe stars, is it's always been like, oh wow, okay, he's interesting. And Jolene's the same way, where it's like, okay, she's interesting. But with Jolyne right now, I'm just it's very weird. It's very different. I'm enjoying Jolene's character in a very different way than I've enjoyed Jotaro, Joseph, Giorno, and you know, Josuke. Enjoying their characters. It's a little different, but I'm really enjoying it. So, with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There we go. With all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. So, with all that out the way, get my phone ready. There it goes. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.